215, 217, 219. That's it. 221B.
So that's where they live then?
In the stories, yes.
But they're just stories, right?
Yes.
They weren't real people.
Have you ever read Sir Arthur Conan Doyle?
Who?
Never mind.
My mother read them to me.
Oh, like bedtime stories.
Some stories she read and some stories she just told me.
So she had them memorized?
No,
Oh, she made them up.
no, my grandmother told her and my great-grandmother told my grandmother.
What were the stories about?
Many things, historical things.
Fan fiction before fan fiction was a thing.
I want to hear one of the stories.
Now?
I can't think of a better time or place to tell one. Chances are you've heard many stories of the exploits of the famous Sherlock Holmes. But there's one story you do not know. One case his associate John Watson did not turn into a sensational tabloid tale, because some tales are too personal for that. It began at what Holmes thought was the end of his career in 1899. Watson, as was his wont, had found another preacher that caught his fancy. This one was an American. He led his small flock from a chapel in Camden Town.
You ain't from around these parts, are you?
He's a real snappy dresser, he is.
Maybe he's lost.
How much you pay for that coat?
Keep your hands to yourself, Nigel. What's your name, mister?
John Watson.
Pleased to meet ya, Mr. Watson.
Doctor.
What's that?
It's Dr. Watson, not Mr.
Well, what do you know about that? We've got a doctor among us.
And a very handsome doctor at that.
Sit down, Flora. I seen him first.
Well, stop it, both of you. What would the Reverend think if he seen how you two of you was behaving?
Here comes the Reverend now.
Let us now speak of angels, magnificent spiritual beings whose strength is so great that one can destroy an entire army, whose appearance, for those who have seen them, can make them fall unconsciously to the ground. And yet, they can look human just like us. And like us, they have free will. They can choose between good and evil. They know the language of heaven and the language of earth. They could be comforters. They could be messengers. Or they can be destroyers or tempters. Their sweet songs could be true or they could be false. They could lead us to eternal salvation, or they could lead us to the fiery doors of damnation. So, beware. Beware.
Reverend Thatcher! Do not panic. Keep your feet and keep your heads down. Are you hit, sir?
He's dead. They killed him.
He always said they would.
No, he's quite alive. No sign of a wound. I think he's fainted. Reverend Thatcher. Reverend, can you hear me? Reverend!
You show your face now.
What?
Are you in charge?
Try to calm yourself, Reverend. I do not think...
No, I'm the physician who came to your aid.
It's true.
He did!
Then they are hiding in the shadow. I can't see them, but I can hear them. They're murmuring. Why don't they show their faces? Why don't you show your faces?
Whom are you addressing, sir?
The ones who follow me.
We cannot be sure of that.
They never stop. They never rest. They must not be able to escape.
Reverend, please. I think you've said enough.
The way you describe him, this American preacher sounds quite mad, Watson.
Well, he went on to tell me that these Avengers, as he calls them, have been following him around since 1865.
Well, they're a persistent lot. Although this small item in the Times makes no mention of that.
Once the gentleman from the Metropolitan Police and the press arrived, Thatcher went quiet. He claimed he had no idea why someone would take a shot at him and who that someone might be. His fellow American and acolyte, the young lady I told you about, told the same story.
And when the police questioned you?
I told them nothing.
Why?
In my clinical opinion, the ravings of a lunatic to a physician are of no concern to the police or to the press.
You believe this man to be a lunatic?
I'm not sure what I believe. He's either a lunatic or a prophet.
In any event, you are not his physician.
In the moment I came to his aid, I was. And society's treatment of its insane and its prophets increases their suffering beyond measure. I will not contribute to that.
Very noble.
And to be honest, I found his sermon quite compelling.
Watson, I will never understand your fascination with purveyors of spiritual quackery.
Not everything unexplainable by your infernal logic is quackery.
True. Pure fantasy, mindless drivel, and the ravings of lunatics are also unexplainable by logic.
Holmes, I had hoped that in your retirement you would have taken the time to broaden your horizons.
If my taking the time to broaden my horizons means accompanying you on your pilgrimages to see mediums, soothsayers, and self-proclaimed prophets, no thank you.
Well, let's just say I have a mind more open to metaphysical possibilities than you do.
Minds, like front doors, are often improved by a secure lock, Watson.
What about your mind, Is it improved by morphine?
We're not talking about my mind.
All minds seek comfort from some source. You have chosen yours to escape the dull routine of existence. So kindly allow me to choose mine to escape from something far worse.
Watson, I understand.
You do not understand. But how could you?
I am sorry. I have not experienced what you have or seen what you have seen, so no, I don't understand your spiritual quest, but I respect it.
Thank you, Holmes.
Mrs. Hudson, the door! Where the bloody hell is she? Mrs. Hudson!
Were you calling me, Mr. Holmes?
Yes, I was calling you, Mrs. Hudson. But the doorbell's been calling you longer.
The doorbell? Yes, there it is. What of it?
It's ringing.
So it is.
Would you like to answer?
Would I like to... Oh. Oh, my. So sorry, Mr. Holmes.
I'll answer it, Mrs. Hudson.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Watson. Such a gentleman.
Good day, madam.
Is this the residence of Mr. Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective?
Well, it is, but
Are you by any chance Dr. John Watson?
I am.
It is an honor to meet you, sir. I have read everything you've ever written.
Thank you, madam. I am flattered.
Is Mr. Holmes in?
Well, I do not think that Mr. Holmes...
I am in urgent need of his services, sir.
Yes, but Mr. Holmes is not...
Please, sir, may I come in?
Of course. Holmes, lady to see you.
So I heard. Good day, madam. I am Sherlock Holmes. Whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
I am Mrs. Anna Tonry, Mr. Holmes. I've come from the United States. From Baltimore. I arrived on the Oceanic 2 weeks ago.
And why have you come to me?
Surely you know your reputation is as well known on my side of the Atlantic as it is on this one.
Yes. Thanks to the incessant scribblings of my associate here, my reputation is known further and wider than I wish it were.
Be that as it may, there are criminals at large who must be brought to justice. And I have reason to believe that you are the only man who can do it.
I am flattered, madam. However...
They are part of a conspiracy that must be revealed to the world before it is too late.
I'm afraid it is too late.
What?
Too late for me, at least.
Well, what are you saying?
I am retired, madam.
No.
I blame Watson for this. His sensational tabloid tales mislead people into thinking I'm still taking cases.
Need I remind you that those sensational tabloid tales paid the rent?
Only until I remove myself to the countryside and my bees.
You and your...
No! You do not understand. Without your help, a great wrong will go unpunished, and men who did unspeakable evil in the shadows will remain in those shadows.
You may add to the list of things unexplainable by logic, emotional outbursts by women.
Despite what you may think, Mr. Holmes, I am not just some hysterical woman, and I am not a deluded reader of your stories. I know fact from fiction, and I know that without your help, the guilty will go unpunished, and the innocent will die unredeemed.
Even if that were true, Mrs. Tonry, that could have been said about nearly every case in my career. A career that is now ended.
It is sad to think that the world's greatest detective ended his career before he solved the one case that would have made that career.
Mrs. Tonry, under normal circumstances, appealing to my friend's vanity would be a sure way to get him to do what you want. But I fear he may be beyond that appeal now.
It is sadder still to think that a career as great as yours, Mr. Holmes, will be recorded only in the pulp pages of penny dreadfuls, rather than the immortal pages of the history books.
Are you offering me immortality if I take your case?
Years ago, my mother's honor and life were taken. I am offering you the opportunity to right that wrong, and I am prepared to pay you handsomely.
Mrs. Tonry, allow me to reiterate, on behalf of my friend, that Mr. Holmes is happily retired from taking any new cases. And while we are both sorry for the inconvenience of your long journey, we are
very interested in hearing more.
What?
Oh, the poor woman's crossed an ocean. Watson, the least we can do is hear her out.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
No, don't thank me. I have not agreed to anything yet. Surely there are detectives and law enforcement officials in your country that could help.
None have ever, nor ever will be of any help to me. They are a part of it.
A part of what?
A conspiracy that began 34 years ago.
Why the urgency now?
There are 2 reasons. For one, my doctors have told me that my kidneys are failing and there is nothing they can do for me.
I am very sorry to hear that.
Perhaps, if Mrs. Tonry agrees, you could examine her and offer an opinion, Watson.
Of course, if you are agreeable, Mrs. Tonry.
My husband is also a physician, but your learned opinion would be most welcome, sir. Although, I suspect that Mr. Holmes is concerned with more than my welfare.
What is your other reason?
When I saw this in the Times this morning, I knew I had to see you immediately.
the news article on the attempted shooting of Reverend Thatcher.
You already know about it?
Well, I was...
For now, let's just say that we are aware of it.
Find who shot at this Reverend, Mr. Holmes, and you will find the key to the conspiracy.
What does this half-mad preacher have to do with your conspiracy?
This half-mad preacher, as you call him, is not who he claims to be. His real name is not even Richard Thatcher. It's Thomas Boston Corbett. Do you know who that is?
A Camden Town preacher with an alias, apparently.
He is the man who killed John Wilkes Booth.
The assassin of your President Lincoln?
Yes. Thomas Boston Corbett is the assassin's assassin.
Or some may say Lincoln's avenger. How have you come to know so much about this man?
Discovering everything and everyone involved in Lincoln's death and Booth's murder has been my life's work.
Well, let us say that this Reverend Thatcher is this Corbett. What does the assault on him have to do with your dark conspiracy?
To understand that, Mr. Holmes, you need to know who I am. My maiden name is Surratt.
Should that mean something to us?
The name Surratt is intimately connected to the Lincoln assassination, Watson. John Surratt?
Is my brother, yes.
John Surratt was a spy for the American Confederacy. He was tried as a co-conspirator.
And acquitted of all charges.
Well, acquitted does not mean innocent.
He was not even in Washington on the night of the assassination.
Your mother, on the other hand?
My mother, Mary, was convicted and hanged in July 1865.
The first and to date only woman ever executed by your government.
An innocent woman, Mr. Holmes.
Was she?
She was?
As I recall it, the prosecutors claim that your mother was aiding and abetting the assassination by carrying messages, hiding weapons, and providing a safe house for the conspirators.
My mother ran a boarding house.
Some even say that she was the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy.
Nonsense. Nonsense and lies. The evidence against her was circumstantial. The real conspiracy was the one that sent an innocent woman and anyone else they could round up to the gallows.
Why?
To ensure their silence.
Well, I assume you have some proof of your claim?
I do. Right here on these pages. What is written on them will not only exonerate my mother, it will change American history.
They appear to be pages from a date book.
They are diary entries.
Whose?
John Wilkes Booth's.
Well, if these pages are what you claim them to be, why are they significant?
Because they reveal a truth that men in high places want hidden.
How did you come to possess them?
I will tell you, in good time, if Mr. Holmes will agree to take the case.
Oh, you will tell us now, or I can guarantee you that I will not take your case.
Very well. One day, when my husband was at his office seeing patients, a man called at our home. He would not give me his name. He just handed me the pages and said, Booth's killer, Corbett, lives in London as Richard Thatcher. A consulting detective named Sherlock Holmes lives there as well, and he will help you.
And you have no idea who this man was?
None. All I know is the truth these pages contain would have saved my mother's life had it been known in 1865.
But did you go to the authorities?
Authorities. On the day my mother was sentenced to death, I tried to see Andrew Johnson, the new president. When I tried to enter the White House, 2 senators barred the door. Picture it, Mr. Holmes. A sobbing, hysterical girl, begging to see the one man who could save her mother's life, being so coldly restrained. Everyone associated with this crime has been damaged beyond measure. The shadow cast by a dishonored and murdered mother has darkened my entire life. You can understand that, can't you, Mr. Holmes?
I will carefully consider all that you have told us in deciding whether to take your case.
You may reach me at my hotel. I can show myself out.
a mysterious stranger, missing diary pages, a vast conspiracy. It all sounds preposterous.
That doesn't make it untrue.
And her claims about Reverend Thatcher. Still, her arrival the day after the assault on him is an odd coincidence.
Well, the probability of that being a coincidence is very slight, I'm afraid.
I thought you were planning to retire.
Well, I am planning to retire. Someday.
After you have been immortalized in the history books?
Despite what you may think, I will not take this case out of vanity.
Why then?
I have my reasons.
What are they?
Curiosity, for one, and another more personal reason that I'd rather not discuss at the present.
Very well. Why didn't you ask her what was in those diary pages?
What's written in those pages is of no consequence until I can establish Mrs. Tonry's credibility.
How do you plan to do that?
I, Watson, we. First, I want you to go and pay a visit to your friend the Reverend. See if you can endeavor to find out who he really is.
Why me?
Well, he knows you. He'll be more likely to trust you. And then, after you've spoken with him, go and see Mrs. Tonry at the hotel and conduct that physical examination to which she agreed. I will see you in 3 days, Watson.
Where are you going?
Out.
And what are you going to do?
I am going to take up the study of London current events and American history.
Oh, well, look who's back.
It's the brave doctor.
Brave and handsome.
Who is it? Who's there?
John Watson.
Dr. Watson. It is good to see you, sir.
I'm delighted to officially make your acquaintance, Miss Hughes.
It's Mrs., actually.
Mrs. Hughes, I've come to call on the Reverend Thatcher. Is he here?
I expect him at any moment. Will the rest of you please leave?
That's not very Christian, if you ask me.
It's cold outside.
We was just trying to keep warm.
You can keep warm somewhere else. Service starts at 7. Come back then.
How long have you known the Reverend?
I've been with him for 2 years.
It would seem that you are more than just a member of his flock.
I do what I can to aid him in his work, look after him. It's not too impertinent of me to ask. What is your business with him?
My business?
If it's not too impertinent of me to ask.
No, of course not.
The Reverend is a very busy man.
Well, I'm sure that he is.
And a very private man. He socializes with very few people.
I see. Reverend Thatcher, good to see you looking so well, sir.
It is a good thing when a medical man tells you that you are looking good.
Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if I might take a few moments of your time.
I've already explained to Dr. Watson that you're very busy and that you do not have...
Leave us, Madeline.
But...
There is nothing to fear from this man.
I must say you appear very different from the way you did the last time I saw you.
Oh, that's because the last time you saw me, I was different. I was in the spirit.
In the spirit?
Very difficult to explain in words. It comes upon me all at once. It is overwhelming. And it makes me feel very certain about what most other men are uncertain about. When I am in the spirit, I am in the presence of goodness. I know no fear. I have no doubt. I only know those things in the presence of evil. Is that what you wanted to speak to me about?
No.
Reverend, when a man experiences something that causes him to lose his faith in God and in himself, can he ever regain it?
Sit down, Doctor.
During the Afghan War, I was an assistant surgeon with the Berkshire's 66th Foot. Once we were sent to break up a patrol coming through the Maywand Pass. But it wasn't a patrol. It was the main force.
What happened?
It was a slaughter. I was wounded, hit in the shoulder. The Afghans kept firing on us until only 11 men were left standing. Those brave men did not retreat, did not surrender. They charged. I could still see them being swallowed up in the smoke. The smoke cleared. I should have been among them.
You feel shame because you survived.
I feel shame for not acting honorably.
You were wounded.
I could still walk.
And you feel that honor demands that you sacrifice yourself?
The 11 did.
We are both old soldiers, you know.
You were a military man?
The war against Southern secession. That's the war I signed up for.
Did you see action?
Some. Antietam, Gettysburg.
Your enemy made a glorious charge at Gettysburg, and you a glorious repulse.
I found no glory in my war, Doctor.
I wish I could say the same.
My war is over. But I fear that there is one in your future.
There is another question I must ask you. Is Richard Thatcher your real name?
Does it matter?
I know a man who can help you, but he must know your true identity. Is your name Thomas Corbett?
My name is Boston Corbett. I took my name from the city in which I was saved.
Is it true that you are the man who shot John Wilkes Booth?
It is. 10 days after Lincoln was shot, I was put with a detachment to go and search for Booth. We found him. I was near a crack in one of the walls. I heard a voice, a loud, clear voice, and it said, "God's will be done." I was turning around to see who had spoken when I saw Booth raise his pistol. I fired. When the assassin lay dead, I knew God had used me to avenge Abraham Lincoln.
Show me my hands. Show me my hands. Useless. Useless.
These people who will not show themselves, do you believe they are trying to avenge Booth's death?
Every death its own avenger breeds. Can the man you know really help me, Doctor?
I believe he can. I will be in touch shortly. Until then, be safe, Reverend. Good day, sir.
Who is it? Who's out there? Why don't you show yourselves?
Thomas. Thomas.
I hear you. I hear you.
Don't you know me?
No, No, I don't.
It is me, Thomas. Susan.
Susan?
Susan Rebecca, your wife. Do you not know my voice?
It's been so many years.
I have been watching over you.
Over me?
Protecting you.
Where are you?
Heaven, of course.
Heaven.
I have missed you, but very soon we will be together. The time has come for you to join me for eternity.
Eternity.
Will you come to me?
Yes.
Reverend, no!
Oh, Susan! Susan, don't leave Susan. Susan, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Good work, Watson. Now, on to the matter of Mrs. Tonry's health.
She was telling the truth. She is not a well woman.
Is her condition terminal?
It is.
How long does she have?
With proper care, 6 to 12 months at most. You still haven't told me what you've been doing for the past 3 days.
I've been in disguise.
As what?
As a murderer for hire. If a band of conspirators had targeted the Reverend for killing, it should be known among the London underworld.
And is it known?
No. If Mrs. Tonry's conspiracy exists, it's well concealed. And when I was not consorting with criminals, I've been here, rounding out my knowledge of Lincoln conspiracy theories.
How many are there?
Oh, several. Some quite fanciful, others more plausible.
I thought the facts of the assassination were straightforward. Booth, a well-known American actor and Confederate sympathizer, shot the president during a performance at a Washington theater.
Watson, you've been with me long enough to know that the crimes themselves are merely observable acts. In order to understand and solve them, we must discover their causes and motivations.
Yes, quite true.
It is difficult for people to accept that a controversial figure like Lincoln could be eliminated at the whim of an actor and a handful of Confederate malcontents.
Controversial? I thought Mr. Lincoln was a beloved figure among the Americans.
Well, he is now, to some. But in his time, he was a most hated man.
By the Confederates, of course.
And by many of his northern countrymen as well.
Why?
Mr. Lincoln was an ambitious, some even say ruthless politician who adopted a noble cause, but in the name of that cause, violently silenced his opponents, jailed his enemies without charges, seized property without compensation, and denied his disaffected countrymen their right of self-determination that they had rebelled against the crown to secure. He may be a revered figure in America now, but in 1865, he had more enemies than friends. People demand a complex explanation for the murder of such a man, hence the conspiracy theories.
Do you believe any of them?
I don't know what to believe. But besides, there's still one that we have yet to hear.
Repent! Repent! The end is near! Repent while there is still time! Repent! You! It's you!
I don't have no business with you.
Only you can save them!
Please, let us pass.
Only you can save them!
What do you suppose that was all about?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Watson, sometimes a lunatic is just a lunatic. Ah, that must be Mrs. Tonry. I sent for her.
Mr. Holmes,
Yes, Mrs. Hudson.
there's a lady here to see you.
Why are you whispering?
I don't wish to be indiscreet.
Is the lady the same one that was here several days ago?
Well, I do not know, sir.
Had you answered the doorbell, you would.
Yes, I suppose so. But may I remind you once again, I am not your maid.
Yes. You have made that abundantly clear. Well, show her in.
Oh, yes, sir. Right away, sir. Tea, sir? Right this way, Mum.
Thank you.
Mrs. Tonry?
Dr. Watson, Mr. Holmes, I have brought the diary pages as you have requested. Have you decided to take my case?
You will know as soon as our interview is concluded.
We have compared the handwriting on these pages with a sample of John Wilkes's handwriting.
And?
And the comparison told me what I needed to know. Will you summarize the facts of this conspiracy that are detailed on these pages?
Very well. The first thing you need to know is that John Wilkes Booth was not a murderer. He was a Southern patriot. When his country was invaded, he acted in her defense.
But by the time he acted, his country no longer existed.
You knew him?
We met, yes, at my mother's boarding house.
You were fond of him?
History has judged him for what he did. I remember him for the man he was. He was a gentleman, a man of honor. The same cannot be said of the conspirators who instigated his act.
And who were they?
Investors in New York and London, the Confederate Secretary of State, high officers in the Union War Department, members of your parliament.
Members of Parliament?
And the Crown was aware of it.
Absurd.
Not absurd, Doctor. Logical. Cotton meant money and money meant power. The South grew the cotton that your country needed. You had the power the South needed. And the Northern investors had the money to pay for it.
Well, how did this logical strategy work, specifically?
Cotton investors in New York sent money through a network of Confederate spies to cotton investors in England. They used the money to bribe members of Parliament to support diplomatic recognition of the Confederacy. But it didn't work. When the South was on the verge of defeat and the investors were on the verge of bankruptcy, the conspirators conceived a new final mission, and they chose John Wilkes Booth to perform it.
What was this final mission?
The kidnapping of Lincoln.
Kidnapping a president?
So he could be ransomed.
For money?
For Union recognition of the Confederacy.
What an audacious scheme.
It would have ended the war and saved the cotton market in one stroke. Mr. Booth recruited my brother and the others to help him with a kidnapping, not an assassination. My brother offered the use of my mother's boarding house as a place for them to meet, nothing more.
Your mother consented to this, of course.
Yes, but...
She was aware of what was being planned.
To be honest, Mr. Holmes, I do not know what my mother knew. I only know that she was not a murderer.
What did you know?
Nothing.
You said that you and Mr. Booth were acquainted. Surely you spoke.
Not about his plans. The kidnapping attempts failed one after another, and then Lee surrendered, and the mission changed from abduction to assassination.
Why? The war was lost, and Mr. Lincoln was willing to offer generous terms.
That I do not know. Neither did Mr. Booth. He was a soldier, not a general. It was his opinion that Lincoln's own War Department betrayed him.
How was this betrayal carried out?
There were no soldiers patrolling the front of the theater, no police backstage, and no sentries guarding the presidential box. The old tyrant was posed before me like a target.
How was Reverend Corbett involved?
Don't you find it odd that the army could not capture a trapped cripple alive? Dead men tell no tales, Mr. Holmes. Thomas Boston Corbett was the gunman the conspirators chose to eliminate Booth, and they have been trying to eliminate him ever since.
More than 30 years have passed. Most of the conspirators must be dead by now.
Most, but not all. Discover who is trying to harm Corbett, and you will discover who is still hiding the truth that killed my mother. Now, once and for all, Mr. Holmes, will you take this case?
No.
Why not?
For one thing, those diary pages are forged.
No.
I'm not saying that you forged them. In fact, I'm quite certain that the forger was a man. He was quite skillful, too, but not skillful enough to fool me. The other reason I will not take your case is the fraudulent story that you told.
Are you calling me a fraud?
No. You may be quite sincere, but whoever wrote those pages concocted them from volumes of historical speculation readily available in any well-stocked library, where he no doubt found the pages of the original Booth's diary and combined them with those that he wrote.
That would be quite damning, Mr. Holmes, if I believed you.
You doubt me?
Dr. Watson writes in his stories about your expertise in handwriting analysis, but they are mere stories. You say that the conspiracies found in these pages could be found in library books. That does not make them untrue. And what of the fact that pages went missing from Booth's diary? You cannot deny that.
I do not deny that, but that does not make those the missing pages.
I was wrong about you, Mr. Holmes.
How so?
You are not incorruptible, far from it. Perhaps your previous service to the Crown has rendered you incapable of going where the truth leads.
Where the truth leads, I follow, madam.
Then follow this.
What is it, Holmes? You've gone pale.
Where did you get this?
I'm afraid I was not entirely forthcoming when I told you that my anonymous gentleman caller only gave me the diary pages. He gave me that family tree and what I handed you as well. I had hoped not to have to use them to persuade you.
What is she saying, Holmes?
If you look closely at this family tree, you will see that John Wilkes Booth's mother's maiden name was Holmes.
She was my father's oldest sister, making her my aunt.
Good God, Holmes. That means that John Wilkes Booth was...
My cousin, yes, Watson. My father's family disowned her when she ran off to America with Booth's father, Junius. He was already married with a child at the time.
You never told me.
Oh, he never told anyone, Doctor, and for good reason. Everyone associated with this crime has been damaged beyond measure. My association through my mother has been bad enough. It's been far worse for Booth's brothers, and they are only actors. I cannot imagine what it would do to the reputation of the world's most famous detective.
This is blackmail. How dare you? Holmes, say something.
I'm afraid your friend is feeling a bit overwhelmed at the moment.
By what?
He has just been reminded of something even more disturbing than the identity of his cousin. In light of these new facts, I ask you to reconsider your decision, lest they become public knowledge. In fact, if you want your secrets to remain secrets, you must not only take this case, you must publicize the fact.
What? Why?
The fact that Sherlock Holmes himself has agreed to take on the conspiracy will drive the rats from the bowels of the sinking ship.
Or scare them deeper into hiding.
We shall see what we shall see. Meanwhile, I will expect to see your answer published in the Times within 24 hours. If I do not, I will be forced to publish what I have learned about you. The shadow cast by a dishonored and murdered mother darkens your entire life. Doesn't it, Mr. Holmes?
What is it? Will you speak to me?
When I was a boy, my brother Mycroft and I were tutored by a professor. Over time, this professor became involved with my mother.
Involved?
In an adulterous affair. When my father learned of it, he became mentally unstable. So much so that he murdered my mother.
God.
He was acquitted of murder by reason of insanity, but committed to an asylum where he later died.
What a horror that must have been for you.
Horror? Yes. And I have been horrified of the murderous blood that flows through my veins ever since.
Murderous blood?
It's in the lineage, Watson. My father, all of my aunt's children, my cousin, were all unhinged in one way or another. The assassin was only the worst of the lot. They could not escape their heritage, Watson. Neither can I.
But Holmes, I have known you for years. You are the sanest man I have ever met.
Only through sheer force of will.
And your will is beyond peer, as is your logic and power of reason.
I live in a world of reason and logic, devoid of emotion. You have pointed this out to me many times.
What I was trying to say was
my world is devoid of emotion because I fear emotion. And the emotion that I fear the most is anger. I am filled with it. It's in the blood. And I'm afraid that if I let my guard down even for a moment, the anger will overtake me, as it did my father, as it did Booth. Do not resort to the comforts of morphine to ease the dull routine of existence, Watson. Use it to relieve the mental suffering that I feel from keeping the madness at bay.
My friend, I am a doctor. I know something of blood. And your blood has not determined the man you are. Life has tested you severely and often, beginning when you were just a boy. And you have met each test honorably.
But Watson, don't you see? My life has been ruled by fear. Fear and anger. I developed my powers of reasoning because I feared lunacy. I fought crime because my father and cousins were criminals.
Well, if Sigmund Freud is to be believed, fear and anger are the wellspring of all human behavior. Perhaps he is right.
Watson, Watson, look at me. Oh.
Go on, then. You see, you choose your actions. And you have always chosen to do good.
For the wrong reasons.
The reasons do not matter. How many cases have you solved with the deductive reasoning that you've perfected to safeguard your sanity? How many innocent lives have been saved and protected because you dedicated your life to fighting crime? You have controlled your life. Not fear, not anger. You.
Thank you for your words of comfort and assurance, Watson. Still, when I think of what that control has cost me.
Irene Adler.
The face of the most beautiful of women. The mind of the most resolute of men. The only woman I could ever call my equal. The only woman I
Ever what?
Meeting a woman like that is a chance that comes along only once in a lifetime, Watson. In any event, I look forward to what you and Dr. Freud can teach me about the inner workings of my mind, but at the moment we have other priorities.
What are you going to do about Mrs. Tonry's threat?
Nothing. If she publishes what she knows, so be it. I am retired, remember? The peace that will come from being shunned by society will be a welcomed relief.
Do you believe Mrs. Tonry's real motive was the restoration of her mother's honor?
In my experience, women are motivated much more by love than honor.
But I do not doubt that she loved her mother, but...
Oh, not that kind of love.
Oh, really?
You heard how she spoke about Booth.
Yes. Awfully sympathetic to the man whose crime led to a mother's death?
Yes, awfully. Even if she did believe he was merely the tool of some larger conspiracy.
Do you believe her story about the anonymous older gentleman?
Well, that's the one thing she told us that I do believe.
Whom do you suppose he is?
Dr. Watson, there's a young lady here to see you, and she seems very upset.
Show her in, please.
Yes, right away. Oh, apparently I am the maid.
He's right in here. Dr. Watson, Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize you already had a guest.
This is not a guest. And this is my flatmate and associate, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh. Oh, my. Sherlock Holmes? The Sherlock Holmes?
Yes, madam.
And you're that Dr. Watson. I never made the connection.
Holmes, this is Madeline Hughes, the young lady I have told you about from the Reverend's congregation.
Pleasure to meet you.
What can we do for you?
It's the Reverend. He needs your help. I know he trusts you, Doctor. That's why I'm here.
What kind of help?
I'm afraid he's going to kill himself.
Why?
I don't know. I've stopped him in the act twice. Something appears to have taken over his mind. I was hoping the doctor could help him before it was too late. Will you come with me now to see him?
Let's go, Watson.
Susan? Are you here?
What's the Reverend going on about?
I think he's down.
It takes one to know one.
Shut it.
Pipe down, the two of you.
Thomas.
It's a bleeding ghost.
What?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Show me.
What's he gonna do with that gun?
Are you here to take me
To heaven? Yes, Thomas. Are you ready?
I am afraid.
There is nothing to fear.
Why am I afraid?
I do not know, my love.
Heaven is a certainty.
Yes.
Why do I doubt?
There is no reason to. I am here. I love you. Come with me now.
Why do I doubt? Why am I afraid?
Because you are in the presence of evil.
Who is that? Who is there?
Put down the gun, Mrs. Tonry.
Stay back! Stay back! Come one step closer and he dies. Do not test me, Mr. Holmes.
No, I wouldn't think of it.
I've beaten you, haven't I?
Apparently, you win.
I always knew I would, one way or another.
But if you wouldn't mind telling me, what have you won?
Revenge!
Against?
Him!
For what?
For killing the only man I ever loved.
Did he love you in return?
Yes.
How do you know?
We were to be married.
When?
After he struck for his country and escaped to Mexico, I would join him there. Then we were to sail away, just as his father and mother did when they fled England for America. But this murderer killed him in cold blood to ensure his silence.
There's one more thing, Mrs. Tonry. One more thing you could clear up for me. Were you aware that there was a photograph of his fiancée found in Mr. Booth's diary?
What?
Well, there were photographs of 5 women, to be precise.
What do you mean?
I mean, there were photographs of 4 actresses. Oh, strike that. 3 actresses, 1 prostitute, and a picture of his fiancée, all found in his diary.
So those other photographs mean nothing. I know he had a photograph of me.
But it wasn't a photograph of you. It was a photograph of his fiancée, Lucy Hale.
No.
I have a copy of it here if you'd like to see.
No.
Lucy Hale.
Everything she ever said about him, about them, was a lie.
Well, her mourning of his death seemed quite sincere.
Enough of your tricks. Stop trying to distract me.
Madam!
Silence!
Well, what will you do once you've had your revenge? You cannot escape, and you cannot kill all of us.
After I send him to hell, I will kill myself.
If that was your intent all along, why were you so insistent that Holmes take your case?
It provided her with cover, Watson.
Cover?
Until now, she thought she could have her revenge and get away with it. Mrs. Tonry knew that any mysterious suicide or murder of anyone connected with the Lincoln assassination would cast suspicion on any member of the Surratt family who just happened to be in England when it occurred. But if it was publicly known that she was here to hire me to investigate a threat to the Reverend, she would appear innocent.
You must have known that Holmes would eventually expose you.
By the time I did, she hoped to be home in America, where she could die in her own bed rather than in prison, or the end of a rope.
So I die here instead. Does not matter, as long as I die knowing that the murderer died by my hand.
What happened?
Are you all right, Doctor?
It's Miss Madeline.
It doesn't sound like Miss Madeline.
Let me go, damn you!
I appear to be fine, but how?
My guardian angels come in different forms than usual. Dr. Watson, my prayers for you have been answered.
Prayers for me?
When the moment came, you fulfilled your mission with honor, sir.
Damn you!
Thank you for your aid, Mr. Holmes. I know you are tired, but please do not put down your cross yet. Those of you in the back, I can see you. It is time for us to go.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye. Holmes, did you somehow find a way to put blanks in that gun?
I did it. This is the Reverend's gun, and I never allow him to have real bullets.
Damn all of you to hell!
Quiet! We've heard just about enough from you. Doctor, Mr. Holmes, I'm afraid I owe you both an explanation and another introduction. I'm Madeline Hughes, Special Agent for Her Majesty.
A woman?
My husband was the agent assigned to the Reverend before he died in the line of duty 2 years ago. Because the Reverend already knows and trusts me, it was decided that I would take the job, at least for now.
And what is your job?
I do many things for the Reverend. I am his bodyguard, his protector, his caretaker.
And you are employed by the Crown to do all these things?
Yes.
Why?
The Crown is highly indebted to the Reverend for services rendered many years ago. Out of gratitude, Her Majesty committed to protecting his safety for the rest of his life. There were others that did it before my husband and me, first in America, the rest of us here.
Does the Reverend know?
Oh, heavens no. He thinks we're all his guardian angels.
What is Her Majesty indebted to the Reverend for?
That's something known only to Her Majesty. And her ministers, I suppose.
And what do you know about Mrs. Tonry?
Far less than you do, I imagine. I didn't even know she existed before we arrived here. All I knew was there was something very wrong with the Reverend, and I was hoping that his newfound friend, the doctor, could help me figure out what it is. I'll take her to Scotland Yard, let them sort it out. They'll want to speak with you, Mr. Holmes, I would imagine.
No, I have no doubt.
Thank you both for your help. Good day, gentlemen. Come on, you.
Mrs. Hughes bears a striking resemblance to...
I know.
It's uncanny.
Never mind about that. What just happened?
Well, I admit I am still trying to figure that out myself.
A crazed American woman, out of the pages of history, crosses an ocean with a fake diary on a quest of revenge after she's been visited by some mysterious stranger, whoever the devil that is.
You still haven't figured that out by now?
No.
Oh, Watson, I am disappointed in you, old friend. After all these years, there's only one person it possibly could be. It's Professor Moriarty.
Moriarty? He fell to his death 8 years ago.
I saw him fall, but I assumed him dead. There's but one belief that I permit myself, Watson, that cannot be empirically proven. That is the certainty that I always know that Moriarty is the author of a deed. And I tell you, Moriarty is the author of this deed.
Moriarty's still alive? Unimaginable.
I know that man's evil signature. I can sense his presence the way a jungle animal senses the presence of a predator. It's an ability I've had since I was a boy. And Moriarty was my mathematics tutor.
What are you saying, Holmes?
It was Moriarty that dishonored my mother and caused her death.
My God. Then that is why you have...
Chased him across all these years. I suppose I want vengeance no less than the poor deluded Mrs. Tonry.
What do you suppose Moriarty's motive is?
Somehow he became aware of Reverend Corbett's location and Mrs. Tonry's life work. He created that diary and gave it to her, along with the information about me, knowing that it would give her the perfect reason, opportunity, and cover to take her revenge.
But why?
I do not know. Force me out of retirement? Shame my legacy in retirement? Or both?
He could have shamed you at any time in the past. Why didn't he do it?
Well, revealing my father's murder of my mother would have revealed his own adulterous behavior. It's always amused me the most heinous of criminals guard the appearance of social respectability so fiercely.
But why is he willing to risk being revealed now? He must have known you would not submit to blackmail.
Perhaps he no longer cares about appearing respectable. As to my relationship with Booth, I've always wondered why he didn't make that public. Perhaps he was waiting for a time when it would cause me the most harm, or him the most good.
And he invested such effort into that false history he created. It certainly fooled Mrs. Tonry. But to what end? Did he want Reverend Corbett dead as well?
Not so fast, Watson.
What do you mean?
I said the diary was fake because it was forged. It does not necessarily mean that the story that I told was false.
But you refuted it.
Because I was able to. The full and final history of the Lincoln assassination is yet to be written. Most of the files are still American state secrets.
Do you think that this conspiracy is real?
I do not know what to think.
Sherlock Holmes! Ah, Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, I am so glad to have found you. I was on my way to your flat and
I blame you for this, Watson. The illustrations that accompany your magazine are too lifelike. And while I am flattered by your enthusiasm, young lady, my associate and I are engaged in serious business at the moment.
As am I.
What are you saying?
I am saying that I'm not merely an enthusiastic young lady, Mr. Holmes, and I'm not an avid reader of your stories, Dr. Watson. In fact, it often occurs to me that popular detective stories, which there seems far too large a demand at present, must at times be uncommonly useful to the criminal classes.
A young lady with a modicum of good sense. I've been trying to explain this to my colleague for years.
Well, your compliment is duly noted, Mr. Holmes, but I wish to tell you that...
Please excuse us. We've had quite a day, and I fear it is not so much as half finished.
Indeed. Whatever business you may imagine that you have with me, I am most decidedly not taking new cases at the moment.
Taking new case? I am not offering you a case, Mr. Holmes. I am attempting to deliver you a message.
A message?
Yes, a message. It was a warning from my employer, Mr. Ebenezer Dyer.
You are employed by Ebenezer Dyer?
Well, it's still in a probationary status, but let us just say that I am endeavoring to prove myself to him.
As a maid?
As a detective, I'll have you know.
A detective? Incredible.
Well, after what we've just learned about Mrs. Hughes, nothing surprises me.
Well, Mr. Dyer gave me the assignment of locating you as quickly as possible, and here I am.
Who is Ebenezer Dyer?
He's the chief of an investigative agency on Lynch Court. If memory serves, his offices could be found on Fleet Street. And you are?
My name is Loveday Brooke.
Well, Miss Brooke. Now, tell me clearly and concisely, what is this warning that you have for me? And then we must be off.
Do you know of a man by the name of Luigi Lucchini?
The assassin? He stabbed the Austrian Empress Elizabeth to death a year ago.
Indeed, he has been in Geneva's Évêché prison ever since.
Was he not hanged?
No. Much to his chagrin, capital punishment has been abolished in Switzerland.
Much to his chagrin?
Lucchini's an anarchist, Watson. He wanted to be martyred for the cause.
He was writing his memoir in prison, but it was stolen and thought destroyed.
What a loss for world literature.
But it was not destroyed. Indeed, it was delivered to the agency this very morning.
Fascinating. Who delivered it?
We do not know, Mr. Holmes. He would not provide his name. From what Mr. Dyer told me, he simply handed him the pages and said Mr. Sherlock Holmes should know of this. When Mr. Dyer attempted to question him, he fled.
Precisely like Mrs. Tonry's mysterious visitor.
Nothing is quite as deceptive as the obvious, Watson. Now, what did your visitor want me to know?
Lucchini wrote about you. A circle was drawn round the paragraph, and each word was underlined. He called you a mortal enemy of the people who has been targeted for death.
Disturbing. What? An idle threat from a man in prison?
The Lucani and his ilk do not make idle threats. But thank you, Miss Brooke. Do give my regards to Mr. Dyer.
I will do so. Well, I shall be going. Do please accept my apology for accosting you in the street. It is not my practice to chase after men, regardless of their reputation.
No apology necessary. You performed your assignment admirably.
Thank you. It was an honor to meet you. Both of you.
You take this threat seriously?
I do, until I have reason not to.
Do you think this paragraph is genuine or a forgery, like the Booth diary pages?
That does not matter. Watson, what did you tell Reverend Corbett about me?
Nothing. As you requested, I did not even mention your name.
What do you think he meant when he asked me not to lay down my cross?
It does not matter what I think he meant. What do you think?
There's a reason that Her Majesty has been protecting Reverend Corbett all these years, and there's a reason that the alleged rantings of a lunatic were delivered to Ebenezer Dyer. Moriarty is involved in this. But how? Why?
What are you saying, Holmes?
Life is stranger than anything that the human mind can invent.
What does that mean?
That means, old friend, that the game is very much afoot.
What a story. The women in your family certainly were fertile.
What?
Had fertile imaginations, I mean. Well, Irene, thank you for that entertaining tale. Now that it's over, I hope you don't mind. I'm cold, I'm hungry, and I saw a cozy little pub over there on the corner that is calling my name.
Well, I don't mind, but it's not over.
There's more.
I haven't even gotten to the good part yet.
Oh, tell me, tell me. Can I at least sit down?
2 years passed. A new century had begun. Another American president, William McKinley, took an assassin's bullet. As he fought for his life, Holmes was about to receive an unexpected, but often longed for visitor.
Repent! Only you can save them. Repent! Repent! The end is near. Repent while there is still time.
Who's that?
No one need fear.
Who are you?
Could you not recognize the sound of my voice?
Irene? Pardon me. Mrs. Norton? How did you get in?
Mrs. Hudson let me in. Oh, please don't be cross with her. I may have led her to believe that you were expecting me. She was quite intrigued by the idea.
Oh, I'm sure. So have you and your husband returned to London?
No, he will never come back here. He fears you too much.
Fears me?
You and King Wilhelm.
That blackmail business about the photograph of you and the king.
I never understood all the fuss over a little picture of a future king and a simple, innocent American girl from New Jersey.
And in any event, that was years ago.
I did leave you another picture to give to the king.
Not the one he sought.
No, but I thought it was a rather nice likeness. I hope His Majesty was pleased.
He never saw the photo of you alone that you left.
No,
I kept that for myself.
I see.
A remembrance of the only woman who ever bested me.
I never thought of it that way.
Now, why have you come?
To give you this for one thing.
The famous photograph of you and the King Wilhelm. Why now?
I thought you might like to have it. I will miss it, though, and not because of that old blowhard Wilhelm. If it wasn't for that picture, we never would have met.
I would treasure it for the same reason. But you keep it, for now, a remembrance of me.
As you wish.
Now, what is the real reason that you're here?
I'm afraid for my husband. He has gotten himself involved in something sinister, and I don't think he knows how to get out.
Tell me more.
There's not much more to tell. Godfrey took on a new client some months ago, and it has taken over his life.
Well, who is this client?
I do not know, and Godfrey will not tell me. He says it is to protect me. All I do know is that this client makes him work all hours and frequent the type of places Godfrey would never go to on his own, and he is always afraid. He tries to hide it from me, but I know. I'm afraid if this continues, it wouldn't surprise me if he took his own life.
How can I help?
Well, I know I have no business asking this of you, but you are the only man I know who can discover what is going on and stop it before it is too late.
I will do what I can. You have my word.
Thank you.
Dr. Watson, sir, it's good to see you.
It is good to see you as well, Mrs. Hudson. I've missed you, Mrs. Hudson.
And we have missed you, sir.
I do not doubt that you have missed me. Are you sure the same is true of your lodger?
Don't be silly. He sent for you, didn't he? And maybe you can help him get back to normal.
What do you mean?
The flat's a mess. He's a mess. And the women, the parade of them in and out of here. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Parade of women?
If I didn't know better, I would say...
Mrs. Hudson, who's at the door?
It's Dr. Watson for you, sir.
Send him in.
Holmes!
Well, you're late.
I am well, thank you for asking.
Well, I'm glad that you are well, but you are still late.
I'm sorry. I was at a society meeting and it lasted longer than I anticipated.
Society meeting?
The Fabian Society.
Yeah. I see you're still not cured of your belief in this utopian nonsense.
The Fabian Society does not promote utopian nonsense, as you call it. I see you have not yet chosen to employ the services of a competent maid.
Well, I cannot afford a maid, competent or otherwise. Since you've decided to pursue a life of wedded bliss, once again...
What about your retirement and your bees?
Well, I have no time for that now.
Are you not taking cases?
I have a case.
I mean, paying cases?
And I have no time for those either. But the case I am working has certain compensations.
Holmes, your obsession with this conspiracy will be the death of you. It has been 2 years. Do you even have any proof that Moriarty is still alive?
No.
Have you discovered a reason for the Crown's protection of Corbett?
No.
Or the alleged warning from the anarchist assassin?
No.
Give it up, man.
I will not give it up. But when events are moving my investigation into a climactic moment.
What events?
Have you not seen the news from America?
Oh, yes. Ghastly business. Does McKinley still live?
They say his condition is improving.
I do not see how. A wound through the stomach is nearly always fatal.
Oh, well, maybe you're just too gloomy of a diagnostician, Watson. I hear Mrs. Tollery still lives, happily reunited with her family in Baltimore.
A kidney disorder and a gunshot wound through a vital organ are very different things.
Though why no charges were ever brought against her, I still cannot say.
How does the shooting of the American president move your investigation to a climactic moment?
McKinley was the third American president to be shot. Each shooting happened on a Friday, by the way.
Is that significant?
No, only a coincidence. But now, a larger conspiracy is found.
What are you talking about?
McKinley's shooter, Leon Shigatz, has admitted to working at the behest of Emma Goldman in an international conspiracy of anarchists. Goldman's been arrested along with 9 others. They're being held in America, in Chicago. It may interest you to know that she describes herself as a Fabian Society socialist.
That's preposterous.
Her words. Perhaps your little band is more than an odd array of starry-eyed idealists who still believe in the myth of human perfectibility.
We are not starry-eyed, and we do not believe in political violence.
The anarchists do. But this Goldman woman, the high priestess of anarchists, says she is a Fabian. Forgive me, Watson, but I am confused.
Holmes, did you send for me to argue politics? If so, do not waste my time or yours. I am as well aware of your views as you are of mine.
I sent for you because I need your help.
With what?
Well, if you had been on time, I would have been able to tell you.
Dr. Watson, it's a pleasure to see you again.
The unexpected pleasure is mine, Mrs. Hughes.
On behalf of the Crown, I thank you for your help.
On behalf of the... Holmes, what goes on here?
I have not yet had the opportunity to formally ask Watson for his help.
Oh, my apologies.
None unnecessary. From you, madam. Tell me, how is the Reverend?
You've not heard.
Heard what?
The Reverend passed away 6 months ago.
I am truly sorry to hear that.
He asked about you often.
How do you know that?
I called on him frequently, especially in his last months.
I see.
My friend is a married man now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You are still employed by the Crown, then?
After the Reverend's death, I was given a new assignment, working with Sherlock.
I thought you were working exclusively on your case. Sherlock?
I still am. Madeline, would you be so kind as to explain things for Watson's benefit?
Certainly.
Madeline?
A network of violent radicals is assassinating world leaders. The Spanish Prime Minister and the King of Italy were shot dead. The French President and Austria-Hungary's Empress stabbed to death. And now the American President has been assaulted, and we have reason to believe that King Edward is next.
What is your assignment?
His Majesty has requested that I sail for America at once. My plan is to interview Emma Goldman and to infiltrate the anarchists imprisoned with her.
Infiltrate them how?
Through, you. And Miss Brooke.
Miss Brooke?
Oh, you met her. Briefly, 2 years ago.
Oh, yes. The young lady.
She's become quite the accomplished detective. Disguises are her specialty.
She is working with you as well?
She is. On loan from Ebenezer Dyer.
Then why me?
Well, you have a better understanding of these people than I do. Besides, the risk of my being recognized is too great.
And the risk to me is not?
The risk of you being recognized is very slim.
That is not what I meant. And how do I have a better understanding of these people, as you call them?
Well, you're a socialist, aren't you?
Well, yes, but I'm not an anarchist.
Well, apparently in their minds there's very little difference.
You are asking me to become a spy.
Yes.
Against people whose goals I share, even though I deplore their tactics.
I am asking you to do it for your king and country.
I am not sure I can do that anymore.
Madeline, I need to have a private word with my associate here, if you don't mind.
Of course. Here are 2 first-class tickets on the Sun. She sails tomorrow from Liverpool. And 2 private compartments have been reserved for you and Dr. Watson on a train from New York to Chicago. We should arrive there by Friday the 20th.
We?
Ms. Brooke and I will be accompanying the 2 of you.
If there are 2 of us. Thank you, Madeline. I'll show you out.
I hope to see you on board, Doctor.
Good day, madam.
Come on, Watson, out with it.
Out with what?
With whatever's boiling over in that mind of yours.
You are the most arrogant, presumptuous, self-righteous, dictatorial man I had ever known. When you volunteered me for this mission, did you even once stop to think about my wife's welfare, not to mention my own? Did you even briefly consider my beliefs and convictions?
Oh, please. Spare me another recitation of your beliefs and convictions. As for your welfare, I hardly think that it's safe for you and your lovely Mary to be living in a country where there's assassins running about.
Well, if there are assassins roaming about, their targets do not include us.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I no longer consider the monarch's life more valuable than my own.
And what happened to your commitment to honor?
My honor now serves another master.
The commune.
Despite the condescending sneer that always accompanies that word when you say it, yes.
Watson, I will never understand how your unending spiritual quest has led you to atheist socialism.
Then I shall explain it again. The people's leaders betray them. The industrialists exploit them. The church has stifled the human spirit. The poor have no protector, all under the watchful eye of Parliament and the Crown. The established government has no more right to call itself my ruler than the smoke of London has to call itself the weather.
Oh, you would just sweep away the institutions of Western civilization and replace them with what?
With pragmatic solutions.
Based upon?
Whatever works.
Oh, so the ends justify the means then?
If the means include violence, then no. But any peaceful means that eliminates private property and puts the machinery of production into the hands of the people, yes.
You are advocating theft.
I am advocating stealing from thieves to create a compassionate society.
And what principles will this compassionate society be based upon?
Compassion is a principle.
No, it's an emotion.
We both know how you feel about those.
You have no idea.
Clearly.
Will compassion tell you how to run this new society? Will you help people by giving them money? Whose money? Money stolen from those that you deem have too much? And what happens when the money runs out? Making the needs of some an automatic claim on the rights and properties of others is oppression, not compassion.
I can no longer pretend to be blind to society's problems.
I see the same problems, but the solutions that you propose would just be greater problems.
What is your solution then?
By making those institutions that you would destroy live up to their ideals. They are imperfect because they are run by fallible, self-interested human beings. This utopia that you envision will be run by those same people.
We will rise above self-interest!
Perhaps some would. For others, this communal bliss would be a stifling tyranny.
I am sorry that I raised my voice, Holmes.
I know that I am asking more of you than I ever have in the past. And I will understand if you decline.
What is the purpose of this infiltration?
Well, to determine whether these 9 men that are imprisoned with Miss Goldman are in fact part of a larger organized network and determine what their plans may be.
Can't you learn that by questioning Miss Goldman?
I'll gain nothing of value by questioning her. She's never cooperated with any law enforcement authorities in the past. I doubt that she'll make an exception for me.
Then why interview her?
Are you familiar with the American card game of poker?
I have heard of it, yes.
Bluffing. Intentionally misleading your opponent into the strength of your own hand. It really is one of the more fascinating aspects of the game.
What are you getting at?
I plan to bluff Miss Goldman. And Moriarty.
How?
Well, I will tell her that I am well aware of her conspiracy and its mastermind. And I am wagering that her response, even if she lies, will tell me all I need to know. As for Moriarty, I have circulated a rumor among the underworld that I am going to America because she has identified him as the mastermind between the attack on President McKinley and the recent assassinations in Europe.
To what end?
Well, to draw him out into the light. And to America.
Will he believe this bluff of yours?
Well, any doubts that he has will be overcome by his fear of exposure. And his curiosity.
And what about these imprisoned men that I am supposed to infiltrate? How do you know I'll be accepted?
A second bluff should assure your acceptance.
Second bluff?
Mrs. Hughes has arranged that immediately after we set sail, that the newspapers will be told that you have denounced the crown and are being exiled from the country. By the time we reach Chicago, the inmates should be well aware of your story. You can tell them that you've come to Chicago to offer them moral support, but were arrested upon stepping foot off the train. After that, you merely need to convince them that you now embrace their violent means of achieving the same ends that you've already publicly supported.
And what is Miss Brooks' role in all of this?
Well, in another story arranged by Mrs. Hughes, she will be charged, under an assumed identity as an American expatriate, with having publicly threatened the life of the king, consequence of which she is being deported. When she arrives in Chicago, she'll use the same cover story on being arrested and placed in a cell next to Miss Goldman.
And if I do not accompany you on this mission?
Well, if my first bluff doesn't work, then I'll have no way of determining the truth. The American authorities have no proof of any direct involvement in the assassination by anyone in custody. And without proof, they'll have no choice but to release them, and the killings will continue. Meanwhile, I will have to confront Moriarty without any means of putting him behind bars. I will have kicked the hornet's nest without protection, and to no good end. Where are you going?
Home, to pack. And to explain to my wife that I am not being deported or going insane.
You do not have to take this risk.
I have my reasons.
Has the prisoner been sent for?
She's on her way now.
Has Watson met the 9 men?
His cell is adjacent to theirs. The guards tell me they've been talking.
And Miss Brooke?
Ms. Goldman has been proselytizing her since she arrived.
Oh, poor girl. How's she holding up?
She's playing the role of the wide-eyed young devotee masterfully.
Are you the next interrogator to put me through the 3rd degree?
You are Miss Goldman, I presume.
I am.
The photographs of you in the newspaper do not do you justice.
Flattery from the great Sherlock Holmes.
Is this how you soften up your female victims?
You know who I am.
Of course. They must be truly desperate to have brought you here. But don't flatter yourself. To me, you are just another state lackey. Suppose you want me to tell my story again?
Not particularly.
I'd like to hear your story.
A female interrogator.
I'm educated and well qualified for the work I do.
Get on with it, please, madam.
As you wish. When the assassin Chogos was questioned about his propaganda of the deed,
Propaganda of the deed?
his shooting of this man McKinley was a decisive political action taken to radicalize the masses and hasten the onset of the revolution. Ideas spring from deeds, Mr. Holmes, not the other way around.
I see.
During the interrogation, Chogos said he was inspired to act after hearing me speak. The authorities used this as an excuse to charge me with planning the assassination. They tracked me to the home of friends in Chicago and arrested me along with 9 innocent comrades.
And you had no previous acquaintance with the assassin?
Once, after a talk I gave in Cleveland, he wanted to know which books he should read. He asked unusual questions. I thought he was just another infiltrator sent to spy on me like all the others. Looks like I was wrong. He is a true revolutionary.
Why do you say that?
His actions have struck fear in enemy ranks and shown them that the proletariat of America has its avengers.
Was this proletariat asking to be avenged? I see no outpouring of gratitude from them.
As a revolutionary, he expects none. The deluded masses will mourn McKinley, but none will mourn Comrade Chogos as he is murdered for the crime of being sympathetic to their pain and doing something to ease it. Now, I've told you my story. I will answer no more questions.
Good. I have none to ask.
Why did you wish to see me, then?
To bring you a message from your superior.
My what?
Professor James Moriarty.
How thoughtful of you to carry messages for me.
Moriarty?
You're slipping, Holmes. You didn't recognize me standing in the same room with you. Maybe it really is time for you to retire. But in fairness, being pushed over the edge of a cliff did somewhat alter my appearance. I have you to thank for that. You did get one thing right, though. I am her superior. I am everyone's superior. But Miss Goldman and I are not acquainted, so I cannot imagine what message you have for her.
How the devil did you get in here?
I am a welcome guest anywhere in the fair city of Chicago, and it's such a bargain, too. The politicians and police are cheap here. Are you surprised I did not die from my fall, Holmes?
No, I knew you were still alive.
Miss Goldman, there are vicious rumors circulating that you have accused me of high crimes.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
Oh, where are my manners? I am James Moriarty, Professor James Moriarty. Perhaps you've read some of my mathematical studies.
No.
Brilliant work, if I do say so myself. But no, I don't suppose you would have read them. Marx is more your cup of tea. And while we have not been formally introduced, Mrs. Shoes, I did have the pleasure of meeting your late husband.
William?
4 years ago it was. Oh, sadly, the occasion of our meeting was most unpleasant for him.
4 years ago? You killed my husband? Why?
Because I could. Oh, and spare us all the ordeal of avenging him by shooting me. We are all armed, but it seems the guards in this jail are all on my side.
You did not come here to torment Mrs. Hughes. You came here for me. So let's finish this game.
Marvelous idea. I completely agree. At our age, it is time to finally be finished with games. But there is someone missing. What? Who? Someone very important to our game. Gentlemen, could you please show the prisoner in?
Well, now, you'll be sitting there, boyo, and you won't be giving us any more fuss. Or you'll get more of what Bunny gave you.
I'm sorry, Holmes. Please forgive me.
Watson.
Forgive. Oh, and you have much to forgive the doctor for, Mr. Holmes.
I had no idea that this would happen.
How could you? Nothing is what it seems these days, and no one... It's so hard to know what to believe, what with all these tall tales being bandied about. And, of course, the doctor never even told his tall tale.
What happened?
And what a tale it was. Exiled? On a pilgrimage of solidarity? No, he didn't say any of that. Now this idiot told the truth.
I thought that...
You thought your brothers in arms would understand what a good heart you have, how pure your intentions are.
Damn it!
Yeah. After all, you all want the same thing, so the workers' paradise, the eternal idol. Your comrades would never betray you the way you betrayed Holmes. No. Yeah. When it's a contest between your politics and your friends, we all know which one wins. The doctor had barely crossed the threshold of his cell when he spilled his guts. Seems he couldn't bring himself to be a bourgeois tool in the service of the evil state. You underestimated your friend's commitment to the cause and overestimated his friendship for you, Mr. Holmes. Not that your hands are clean. Your lie about Miss Goldman brought me here, and as soon as I arrived, I paid a call on my anarchist friends in this jail who told me the whole nasty business.
So, you are part of the conspiracy.
There is no conspiracy, at least not the one you've been chasing. We all want easy explanations and final solutions. This fanciful notion of an internationally coordinated conspiracy is something you have created in the theater of your mind. Ours is a world of slippery truths, Holmes. Succeeding in it requires the manipulation of perception, and I am a master of that. One truth that is not slippery is that the gentlemen unjustly imprisoned in this jail are not conspirators. They are my customers. Customers? This is one of my best-selling products. I can't wait to show you how it works.
Are you mad?
Is that a rhetorical question? No, I suppose not. I have my occasional moments of lunacy, as you do. And before you judge the doctor for what he's done to you, consider what you've done to him. Your obsession with revenge against me has finally driven you mad. In the end, and this is the end, it will drive you to take your friend's life, the life of Miss Goldman, the lives of the 9 men in the cells below us, and mine. It's a mighty powerful bomb. Mrs. Hughes will die as well, of course, but I think she's lost her zest for life since her husband's death. Perhaps she's found it again. What say you, Holmes?
Bastard.
What are you doing, Moriarty?
I should think it would be perfectly clear. I am bringing our game to a conclusion, and I am letting you win. You accomplish your life's goal of avenging your mother's honor by killing me. You take the life of your duplicitous former friend, which, despite any guilt you may feel, actually does the world a favor by ridding it of one more socialist. And at the same time, you eliminate the Queen of Anarchy and 9 of her most vicious apostles. Not a final victory, but perhaps, but a real blow for king and country.
You are mad.
What's the matter, Miss Goldman? Is becoming a martyr for the cause? Boop. More than you bargained for?
What do you gain by your own death?
A small measure of immortality. Just as your only purpose in life has been to destroy me, my only real purpose has been to control.
Control what?
Everything. People, money, life, death. But with the advancing years, I came to realize that control does not create a legacy. In fact, quite the opposite. When I am gone, all I will leave is my absence. But if through my final action, I engineer the death of the woman whose ideas will change the world, for better or for worse, well, let's just say we will both be immortalized. And in the pages of history books, not in the pulp pages of penny dreadfuls.
So, it was you that sent Mrs. Tonery.
I didn't even try to hide that. Why? To see if your need to be remembered was as strong as mine. I think I got my answer.
Was there any truth in any of those pages that you convinced her were written by Booth?
Yes! And no. That was the fun of it. You know, I think I have a real flair for historical fiction. I now give you all the opportunity to pose for posterity. Good! Bring me the camera! Would you... Come. Just cooperate. Look forward, radiant angels with bleeding wings. Oh, smile. A few of the Queen's ministers and some men heavily invested in cotton were not as neutral as she was during the unpleasantness between the American states. Oh, the mighty Holmes, mentee to Dr. James Moriarty. Bribing members of Parliament, a nasty business. Victoria became aware of their little scheme the day after Lincoln was killed. She was afraid of what would happen to her court and the government if the scheme were to be revealed, and so royal agents arranged for Booth to be killed before he could testify. Ah, the revolutionary Miss Emma, inhaling my wisdom. But I digress. And so you see, the late Reverend Corbett was not only the avenger of Lincoln, he was the savior of the crown. But he was a dangerous savior. What did he know? He acted mad, but was he? Did he really believe it was the voice of God that told him to shoot Booth? Or did he know the truth? Well, you all know the value of a photograph, don't you? Ah! And Dr. John Watson. Oh, the champion of the people. Once Her Majesty learned that the conspirators were trying to eliminate Corbett, she protected him for life. Seems the old girl just couldn't bring herself to have him killed after he had inadvertently served her so well.
Well, why did you try to have him killed by Mrs. Tonery?
I didn't. Corbett didn't matter to me one way or the other. He was just the bait that attracted the fish, that attracted the bigger fish.
Well, how did you come to be in possession of this state secret in the first place?
When I was a much younger man, one of the conspirators confided it to me. He was my employer at the time. He had hired me as a tutor for his sons. What's the matter, Holmes? Not what you were expecting to hear.
Steady, Holmes.
Now I understand.
Figuring things out, are you?
Yes.
That's the student I used to know. Your mother would have been so proud. But knowing a state secret is worthless unless you can do something with it. And do what I have done with this one. Not only have I used it to bring you out of retirement, I used it to blackmail the crown.
What are you saying?
Edward didn't want this old nasty affair tarnishing his mother's legacy, so I have struck a bargain with him to protect it.
You're extorting money from the king?
Yes. Oh, but not for myself. Thanks to people like Miss Goldman here, I now have a social conscience. And that is why I am using my influence with His Majesty to persuade the kingdom's leading capitalists to support socialism.
How?
By funding the Fabian Society.
The society's a front to spy on us?
Those dolts are quite innocent. They really believe all these generous contributions are coming spontaneously from guilt-ridden capitalists.
How is the Crown doing this persuading?
We have one of my best men handling that, a respected barrister. I think you may know him. I believe you may have known his wife better.
Godfrey Norton.
Very good, Holmes. Perhaps you haven't lost your powers after all.
How?
Mr. Norton's job is to discover the dirty secrets and indiscretions that the rich fear being revealed, and they are willing to pay handsomely for their continued concealment.
And why would he take such a job?
Fear, of course. Edward may have led him to believe that King Wilhelm still harbors a grudge over some silly old picture of him and his wife. After all, only a king can protect you from a king.
Good God.
Delicious, isn't it? I'm blackmailing the Crown to use the husband of your beloved Irene to blackmail businessmen to support the means of their own eventual destruction.
You are truly mad, but you strike a blow for the proletariat.
I care nothing for your unwashed proletariat.
Why are you doing it then?
Because I can.
All right, Moriarty. You win.
No, you win, Holmes.
Holmes, you cannot be serious.
This is the only possible move left to play. Your logic is unassailable. It's a shame that we won't be alive long enough for us to play a few games of chess. I'm sure I could learn much from you.
As you once did.
You did teach me logic. Who would have ever thought that it would end like this?
Please, Holmes, I'm begging you, do not do this thing.
The taking of this life is senseless. It serves no purpose.
You only think it's senseless because it doesn't serve your purpose. It makes perfect sense, actually. Still, it is a little sobering to realize how close to the end we are.
Get on with it.
Anyone have any last words?
I do. Let me do it.
What? No.
I'm ready to die. All I ask is the pleasure of knowing that you will die by my hand.
Well, that's a fair request.
No, this is not the way it's supposed to happen.
Ready? Hell is waiting to receive you!
Thank God.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
No, you did.
What?
Or more accurately, your shoddy product did.
What are you saying?
Good work.
Good work? What does that mean?
Well, while you were regaling us with your stories of state secrets, Mrs. Hughes caught my eye and directed my gaze to the wires coming out of your product. She noticed, as I did then, that your bomb was, what's the modern word for it? A dud.
A dud?
Defective.
Defective?
Anyone with a rudimentary knowledge of electricity could see that the grounding wires had become unattached. So when Mrs. Hughes pressed the plunger, no circuit was completed, hence no spark, hence no explosion. Mrs. Hughes, your powers of detection are equal to my own.
Thank you.
If you knew this, why were you so insistent on being the one to detonate the bomb?
Because I could.
Oh! I don't understand it. I inspected the detonator. How could the wires have become disconnected?
I did it.
Who are you?
I am Loveday Brooke.
How did you... I thought you were impersonating a prisoner, locked up with Miss Goldman.
I told you, disguises are her specialty. Masterfully done, Miss Brooke.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
There's something else you should know, Moriarty. My father confided in his sons as well as in you. He told us what he had done to protect his cotton interests.
Me and Mycroft to learn from his mistake. But his biggest mistake was in trusting you.
So, my exquisitely written diary pages did not surprise you. So sad. The threat of your relationship to Booth being revealed did not intimidate you. So sad. So sad that our game could not be brought to a satisfactory conclusion. Well, I suppose life goes on. As you said, Holmes, who could have imagined it would end like this?
How does it end?
Not with justice, I'm afraid.
Why not?
You're not a chess player, are you, Doctor?
The devil does that have to do with anything?
We have played to a draw.
Either you or Mrs. Hughes could shoot me, but the guards outside would apprehend you immediately and shoot you both on the spot before shooting the rest of you.
What about me?
Well, I predict you'll be released in a matter of days, along with your friends downstairs. They have no evidence to hold you.
I'm glad you have come to your senses, Mr. Holmes, and I hope someday you will come to your senses about the corrupt bourgeoisie state you serve.
Oh, I am in full possession of my senses, madam. And as long as I am, I will be the sworn enemy of your ideas and the destruction that they cause.
There is something I want you to know, Professor. If your bomb hadn't been sabotaged, I would have gladly set it off for the satisfaction of killing you.
Till we meet again, madam.
And we most assuredly will meet again.
Miss Goldman, your interests and the interests of your cause would best be served by revealing none of what you have witnessed here today. Do we understand each other?
We do.
Time to get you back. Loveday, would you please escort your former cellmate?
Of course. And if you say another word about anything, I cannot be held responsible. Dr. Watson, perhaps this little adventure of ours may make an excellent addition to your tales. I do have something to admit. When we first met, I said that I was not an avid reader of your stories. And while that is true, I'm not avid, I may have spent some time studying your works before my days at the agency. Regardless, I thought they were somewhat entertaining. Perchance, the hands of fate shall intertwine our paths, and I solving real crimes, and you at last telling the world of the science of deduction without all the excess of embellishment, can do something together and contribute to society. Good day.
Madeline.
Yes?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sherlock.
Well, gentlemen, it is time for me to take my leave as well.
Back to England?
Oh, no. I am bored with England. At the moment, Germany is better suited to a man of my talents. And Russia. A self-proclaimed mystic priest there has come to my attention. I think we could accomplish great things together. The world is toppling, gentlemen. If I am to live a while longer, I may as well help it topple.
One more thing, Moriarty. In light of events, I would ask that you would leave Mr. Norton of his duties and ask King Edward to assure him that he is safe.
You never cease to amaze me, Holmes.
You will do it then? Well, it appears that I will be traveling to Germany and Russia in the near future.
You're still not retiring, even after all this.
Moriarty was right. The world order is toppling. I fear that you and I will live to see very dark times, but not long enough to see them end. And Reverend Corbett was right as well.
About what?
It is not time yet for me to put down my cross. I do hope you will join me when you are able on my travels.
Join you?
Well, even a married man can spare some time for helping out an old friend now and then, can't he?
Holmes, I don't know what to say. After what I did, I feared I no longer was your friend.
You acted on your convictions, Watson. Misjudging people that you thought shared those convictions was not a betrayal. It was a mistake.
A grave one, and one for which I am truly sorry.
I am sorry too, my friend. My mistakes far outweigh yours. I've been ruled by fear and the need for revenge for far too long. So for whatever future that I may have left, and whatever that future may bring, I choose to be ruled by what Mr. Lincoln called the better angels of our nature.
So, is your tall tale implying that Moriarty was somehow responsible for World War I, the Russian Revolution, and so on and so on?
That's the way my mother told it.
Wow, the women in your family not only had fertile imaginations, they had grandiose, fertile imaginations.
It's a shame you won't have a daughter to pass these stories along to. Or a son.
Yes, I guess it all ends with me.
Well, I'll remember your stories.
Thank you.
What a heartwarming moment. Now, if you ladies don't mind, I'm still cold. I'm still hungry. There's still a pub up on the corner. Would you care to join me?
You two go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Only you can save them.
Who are you?